Hey guys, this is gonna be a short little video of my equipment. Really, I don't really know why I'm doing this. I'm just really bored, if you know what I mean. So here it is, and that is basically all of my main camera equipment, I guess. See, I'll start off with the D70. This was my first digital SLR. I'd used like a manual focus Pentax, a Spotmatic before, but not really. Like, I knew how the basics worked, and that was about it. I got this with an 1870, probably 2 years ago, actually a little over 2 years ago. And then, let's see, next I have my D70, or D300, excuse me, with my SV800. My SV800, I got about a year and a half ago. That flash is really good. That flash is really durable, and it can take quite a beating, including being left outside for a couple of days. Oops. So yeah, the D300 I got this past summer in August, and I love it to death. It was a huge upgrade over the D70, but I'm glad I waited that long, because like the D200 I don't think would have been that much of an upgrade. Excuse me, that much of an upgrade. I'm still pretty sick. And then within the last couple of weeks, I got this Nikon N80, and I've shot a couple of rolls of Fuji Velvia with it, and it's awesome. I really like this camera. It's really cheap, and it's perfect for me because I don't really use that much film. And but when I do, it works perfectly. Part of the reason is two of my main lenses are DX lenses, and even though I'll get onto that in a second. But anyways, next I have my 18-70. This was my first lens. Actually, it's probably going to be out of focus from what you're seeing, but anyways, this is a really good lens. It's not that popular nowadays because most people just get the 18-55, but I highly recommend this. It's really durable. It's got weather gasketing, which is pretty crazy for a kit lens. And it's a really fast lens for a kit lens, I would say. f3.5 to f4.5 versus all the lenses that you get nowadays, which are f4.5 to 5.6, and that's a pain in the butt. Also, I got this as a kit with my D70, and I also got this with my D70 the same day. I really like this lens at the time, and it's not a bad lens. Well, it's for the price, it's a really good lens, I must say. You could easily just use this 90% of the time and be fine, especially in daylight, but in low light it just sucks. And I don't know, it was worth the money, really. I don't really regret getting it because I think it's still a good lens, and it's really lightweight, and I'll still use it every now and then. Okay, next I have my 50mm prime f1.8. I got that about a month after I got my D70. It's really cheap, great lens. I think everybody should get it, even if you have a D40. If you have a D40, that sucks, because you suck for getting a D40. It's a good camera, but I just despise it. Don't ask me why. Oh yeah, I might add, these two lenses can be used on the N90. This one cannot. However, this lens, which is the Tokina 12-24mm f4 lens, it is a DX lens, and it can be used on this from about probably around 19 millimeters down to 24, and it's worked just great for me. You could even get it down to 18 if you take off the filter, but I don't really like doing that. So it's whatever you want to do. Let me just scoot that down. Sorry. This lens is really good. For $500, it's amazing. But for most people, now for like $70 more, you can get the 11 to 16 millimeter f2.8, and I wish I had gotten that instead. But that came out a couple weeks after I got this. Oh, and I got this a year ago. And then this is probably my favorite lens to use. C8 or 80 to 200 millimeter Nikon f2.8. It's a great lens. It's definitely worth the money. It's relatively cheap compared to like the VR one, the 70 to 200 2.8 AFS, and really for half the price it is just crazy good because the autofocus is really fast, and that was even on my D70. When I got the D300, it's even faster, and it's somewhat quieter, which is nice. I used to have a lens hood for it. I don't know what happened to it. But no, with the lens hood, it's a little bit longer, and it looks awesome. Yeah, the only problem with this lens is when you're using it, especially like on a D300, it's a really big camera, and it gets a lot of attention, which sometimes is good, sometimes it's not good. So you just got to get used to it, I guess. Well, part of that is because I'm 15 and I'm carrying around a really big camera that gets quite a bit of attention. And just so you know, all this stuff, I paid for it myself. So my parents do not spoil me with this. I paid for it out of my own money. So, yeah, I guess that's it.